You think got Julian Edelman? Radio?
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as...
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Bridgewater on first down. He won the fight for the football. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And a grab over the middle by Stocker. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their #1 receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Not me to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
second and goal at the Saints 10-yard line.
Fuck.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3 and moved the ball on us pretty well.
Good for you, man.
Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Damn.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Oh, man, I thought that
Good
was
pickup
bad.
there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option.
Right, how fast do I gotta throw that dude?
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
My
So
quarterback.
they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
He's going to get out of bounds. Fuck, man.
And that one covered
Can't do that with
beautifully.
these niggas.
Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Yeah, they're all right.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
He should, nigga.
A solid
Nigga,
jump there,
back.
15 yards. From Falcon territory now,
Look,
here's
trying to
1st
live,
and 10 at the 47. He doesn't
Dion.
find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 44, Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Alex, you ready?
Working from the gun, Wentz.
Fuck, I can't throw the ball,
Here
bro.
as he's taken down. Tack McKinley. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2 sacks
Got
last
behind
week.
the chains.
Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, with the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Elliott.
Yeah, the whole fall for it.
The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground. Or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play fake. Bridgewater. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Elliott to run. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down.
I know it's when you took off.
A hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run. But how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Just go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe it? Or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Defense putting the hurt on our ass, man. You know what to do, man.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
It's
still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching
that was not good. That was not good defense.
We know where we are right now.
Nigga missed.
The playoffs don't start
That nigga
tomorrow.
missed,
We still got some time.
Nigga dropped the ball down.
Putting it together. Formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get it.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus. The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Got a man, it's complete. Williams. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Lots, I ain't gonna keep Myles Garrett.
Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
Oh,
unable to connect. Incomplete.
Bro.
You know,
of course, I ain't even mad at that throw, bro. That was a hell of a throw.
Fourth down.
He just got hit.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
This is taken around the 12. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
Man, we can't move the ball, man.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, but it'll be second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Hey.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Can't get no offense going.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Bro. We just can't get it done, bro.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Tavecchio is good. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a short kick taking it about the 16. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Here we go, backman. 280! Let's go, great. X3, 218, chop.
They start the second half with a run by Geis. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Bro, I can't fit in that gap.
Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I forgot you when got Cam Hicks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Wentz.
I knew you were gonna try to play it last week.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing his Wentz.
Bro, get your feet in, bro.
Out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
No, it's a bad throw.
How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is... Oh, it's out. Smith lost
Bro,
it.
oh, my God.
We have seen this before.
Damn,
and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time.
It was crazy. I was trying. I covered up, bro.
You know there's gonna be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Oh, Jesus.
They'll try to get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2. It'll be 2nd down.
Every time I get to drive some shit.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Game done.
From the gun, Bridgewater. He completes it to Julio Jones.
That's a long edge.
Jones hit.
This nigga ran clean into the line.
Picked up by the Saints. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10.
Bro.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And the tip there altered the ball flight.
That nigga
falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
A lot of pass defense here.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Wentz. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, bro. The way he threw it, wow.
The
way he threw it was so trash, bro.
He's at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Wow,
well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted it a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
I'm mad for throwing the tab, but I'm mad he threw it like that.
Taken successfully.
Go. 280. I'm coming for this. Lefty. You draw Porter.
Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. And an alley to run. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at the 10-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because
I know, that was on me. I'm just mad now.
1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after
the defense ain't played bad.
If you're playing the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They go to Elliott again, and he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, spread him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I mean, some of the shit been fluke. Like, a couple times I drove and it's been some bullshit. I thought it was last.
And that's going to open the lead up now to 3 scores at 18-0.
You got a fumble.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
I'm just mad this game. This game look. I mean, yeah, it ain't bad. Like, it look. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it ain't as bad as still make it look. The score will make it look worse.
Trying to get this running game going with Geis. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Dancing to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Takk McKinley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And for the third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Damontae Kazee. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it. But the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this
definitely on the offense.
Wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
I got
7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up?
Well, I say the one time you moved the ball was on like 3 bullshit catches.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a first down and
you know how many times I done fumbled in mud, bro?
Position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
46 down, man. 5-4. 2,
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Fuck, bro.
He's taken down.
Ain't nobody open.
In there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And now the rookie's free.
And the thing I started to throw the circle at first. I said, hold up, wait a minute.
Metcalf, 79 yards. And the Saints
the boy Don had to give us a damn touchdown. Sheesh.
Lutz with the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
I appreciate that, though, Don.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And an alley to run.
What?
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a three-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
But I don't think on the team look good.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done.
That was like,
so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so
aggressive get hit like this.
As to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse, Allen.
What? I was about
he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
That nigga's he cross feed bro.
In on the stop.
You should make him earn it.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The Falcons on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
Bridgewater's pass, thrown away and incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. The Saints on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Wentz. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Atlanta, the win moves them to 3-9 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
This is cheap to keep.
Y'all already know what time it is, playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, pull on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist.
Actually, technically, I can still make the playoffs. The Panthers gotta, well, the Panthers win, they make it. But if they don't. I ain't quite out of it yet. They can lose 5 straight. Alex ain't play? Alex ain't gonna play?